Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Yes, we're in business. Nintendo has finally woken up from their slumber. So, let's get into it. What is good, everybody? Richie here, and welcome back to the channel. Before we dive right into things, be sure to hit that like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you're somebody new, and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all my shenanigans here on the channel. And yeah, so let's get into it. Nintendo finally opening their mouth about what they're doing this year. I'm gonna keep my expectations in check. Nintendo sometimes like to Nintendo, and there's quite often they can deliver a disappointing performance. But I'm not here to stir up a bunch of fanboys or make anybody angry. I'm just here to talk about what I'm excited for and potentially what we could finally see. It's been, I don't even know at this point, 5 years or so. I think it's finally time to see when the hell Bayonetta 3 is coming out. You know, we already know Splatoon 3 will be out soon. Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out. I don't really care much for Xenoblade, but whatever. I'm excited for anybody who might be a Xenoblade fan out there. Things are starting to look up. Hopefully things will start to slot for the rest of 2022. I'm imagining, and I'm really hoping and crossing my fingers, and I don't want to disappoint myself or get disappointed because I feel like it probably isn't real. I'm very excited for the potential that there could be a The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and Wind Waker combo pack or something along those lines for the Switch, because I mean those two are my favorite Zelda games of all time. I love them so much. In my opinion, they're significantly better than Breath of the Wild. I understand that Breath of the Wild is a great step for Zelda in the right direction, and don't get me wrong, I think the game is really good, but I'm kind of old-fashioned, and I like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I think they're amazing Zelda games, and I kind of like the old-school formula of... I understand and I get that, you know, in society today we need an open world game, and you know, you need to have the freedom to do whatever you want, but I kind of get open world fatigue. So that's why I'm excited for the potential of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because those two games are masterpieces. They're just chef's kiss. They're so amazing and high quality, and just they withstand essentially the test of time. They are really fun games. The visuals are good. These games speak for themselves. Every time a new copy of the game gets remade, Nintendo sells millions of copies. It's not even a question at this point that The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker are pristine games. I was gonna say that I was excited to potentially see Hollow Knight Silksong now from Nintendo, but Xbox already did it. They're like, hey, we got it too. And Xbox confirmed that Hollow Knight Silksong and all the games that they showed at their showcase would be coming out within the next year. And I'd go out on a limb and say, if we don't see Hollow Knight Silksong in the next 365 days, there is significantly something wrong with the game. Or, I mean, I understand that Team Cherry's only 3 guys or whatever, but this is taking way too long. I don't know. Just could be something wrong with the game. Maybe everything's fine. Who knows? Everything could be perfectly fine. Nobody would know, but I'm excited for it. I'm purchasing it on day one. As soon as that thing's announced, man, they get my money. So that's a whole different thing in itself. I'm excited for Splatoon 3 and picking up that game. I'm trying to keep my expectations in check, like I said, but who knows? Nintendo likes the Nintendo. And there's a possibility that they just have a bunch more JRPGs. I'm not really a big JRPG guy. I've played my fair share of turn-based combat. I'm kind of over it. I kind of need action games with a good story, games with some action. I just can't really do turn-based games anymore. It's nothing against anybody who likes turn-based games, but I don't have the patience for it anymore. It's basically like, you know, it's like playing an interactive movie, and I don't know. It's not as fun to me as it once was when it was like all that we had. When Final Fantasy VII came out back in like 1998, I think it was, or whatever, that was the only way to play it. So of course you were having a good time because it's Final Fantasy VII. You know, that game's a masterpiece. But I can't wait to see what the rest of the year has to offer for Nintendo. Hopefully, let's hope they got some bangers out to finish the rest of the year. And yeah, I just wanted to give a massive shout out to anybody who's been watching my videos, to those of you who are subscribed, those that hit the like button. You guys are the reason why I do it, so thank you very much. I'm so grateful for you. I'm looking to pass 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm just 38 away from hitting that goal. I'm so close, and I can't wait to see what's to come for the channel and the growth of the channel and getting some great content out to you guys. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you again so much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.